Othello Act 3, Scene 4. In this scene, Shakespeare delves deeper into the emotional turmoil of Othello and Desdemona's relationship, emphasizing themes of jealousy, trust, and manipulation. The interactions and misunderstandings between the characters set the stage for the tragedy to intensify. The scene begins with Desdemona speaking to a clown, a servant in Othello's household. She instructs him to find Cassio because she wants to plead his case to Othello. Her motives are entirely innocent. She genuinely wants to restore Cassio's position and friendship with her husband. However, unbeknownst to her, Othello is already consumed by jealousy, and her repeated advocacy for Cassio only fuels his suspicions. When Othello enters, the mood shifts immediately. He confronts Desdemona, not about Cassio, but about the handkerchief he gave her as a symbol of their love. This handkerchief holds immense emotional value for Othello, as it was passed down from his mother and carries a sense of sacredness. Othello explains its significance, claiming it represents loyalty and fidelity in their marriage. If it is lost or given away, it would be a sign of betrayal. Desdemona, unaware of the handkerchief's whereabouts, is caught off guard by Othello's sudden demand. She tries to change the subject back to Cassio, hoping to steer the conversation toward his reinstatement. However, this only enrages Othello further. To him, her inability to produce the handkerchief, combined with her insistence on advocating for Cassio, seems like a clear indication of infidelity. The dialogue becomes tense and accusatory, with Othello repeatedly demanding the handkerchief. The handkerchief. Desdemona's confusion and innocence are evident, but Othello interprets her reaction as guilt. After Othello storms out, Emilia comforts Desdemona. Emilia, who has a more cynical view of relationships, remarks that men often use women and then discard them when they are no longer useful. Her words resonate deeply with the audience, offering insight into the gender dynamics of the time. Emilia's observations also foreshadow the tragic consequences of Othello's growing jealousy and mistrust. The scene takes a brief but important turn when Cassio enters with Bianca, a courtesan who is in love with him. Cassio gives her the very handkerchief that Desdemona lost, asking her to copy the embroidery. Bianca, however, suspects that the handkerchief belongs to another woman, and her jealousy mirrors Othello's. Although this interaction seems minor, it plays a crucial role in advancing Iago's scheme. Later, when Othello sees Cassio with the handkerchief, he will take it as proof of Desdemona's infidelity. The emotional tone of the scene is one of rising tension and misunderstanding. Desdemona's genuine concern for Cassio and her ignorance of the handkerchief's location contrast sharply with Othello's growing paranoia. Emilia's remarks add a layer of bitterness, highlighting the destructive effects of mistrust in relationships. Meanwhile, Bianca's jealousy over Cassio introduces a subplot that echoes the main theme of the play: how jealousy can distort reality and lead to disastrous outcomes. This scene is pivotal to the overall narrative arc of Othello. The handkerchief, initially a symbol of love and loyalty, becomes a weapon in Iago's plot, driving a wedge between Othello and Desdemona. Othello's transformation from a loving husband to a suspicious, angry man is accelerated, setting the stage for the tragic events to come. Through powerful dialogue and dramatic irony, Shakespeare underscores the fragility of trust and the devastating consequences of manipulation and jealousy.